Hello and welcome to the New Items Presentation 2022 here in Wangen in Germany at the company of NOCH. My name is Sebastian Topp, it's Rainer NOCH from the company of NOCH, and we are showing you our new items now. 22 is a very special year for our company because we have the 111th anniversary this year. And so our focus theme for this year is All That's Fun. And we will have some figures as well as railway accessories and even some top models this year for you. And Rainer will start with the first new items to present.
Thank you. I'm not the top model. I just want to welcome you to the company of NOCH. I'm Rainer NOCH. I'm the fourth generation of this family business, which is getting 111 years old this year, as Sebastian already told us. I want to take the opportunity to invite you to our open house, which will take place the 27th and 28th of May this year. So when you are around anywhere in Germany, we are located in the very south of Germany, near the Lake of Constance, near Switzerland, near Austria. A really nice area for making holidays, for recreation with family and friends. It's the 27th and the 28th of May. Well, like I said before, 111 years is a really long time, and I just want to give you some landmarks of the development of our company. In 1961, my grandfather started producing preformed layouts and grass mats. At the beginning of the 1980s, we began to produce so-called hard foam products, a material that is still very, very important for our range. The end of the 1980s, my father developed the Terraform system, which is somehow the ideal way for doing landscape. Since 1997, we offer miniature figures for HO, TT and N scale. In 2005, we developed the Grassmaster, which is now available in its third generation. Since 2007, we do laser cut in our production, and since 2018, we use the 3D printing in series production. So we print details in order, you will see some of those products today, in order to offer them to you. Well, today it's another reason, a very special day for us, because we are happy to welcome Quinn. Quinn is our manager at our daughter company in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, and there she is responsible for the whole business. Welcome, Quinn.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, it's great to have you here, Quinn. Direct from Vietnam. You came to Germany just before Christmas, yes, with your husband and with your two wonderful daughters. And then you enjoyed the Christmas here in Germany. And now I'm happy that you found the time to come and tell us a little about NOCH Asia. But before we do that, I'm going to show you our new items, our new figures, that of course are being produced and hand painted at NOCH Asia. We do have 14 new figure sets for HO scale. Some of them you will find here on this diorama, like for example the people with dogs, or the people with dogs, or the street performers, or young couples walking hand in hand. We also do have ski tourers that are of course not on this diorama because it's a summer diorama and not a snow diorama. Furthermore, we do have 6 new themes for TT and 6 for N scale. We also offer some new G scale and 1 scale figures. For example, there are farmers and lumberjacks as well as construction workers. And all of these figures are hand painted at NOCH Asia. I can imagine it's a lot of work to do for you in Vietnam. And I just want to ask you some questions, Quinn. For example, when we have a look on those figures, the people with dogs, how many colors do we use for the figures and how long does it take to paint the figures?
Let me estimate it. I think for the HO scale we need 10 or 20 color for one set, and the production time maybe 40 minutes.
Wow, 40 minutes for one set.
But it depends on how complicated the figure are and how many details we have to glue all the part together. Yes.
Well, that's important. So it's not only painting; it's also gluing.
Yes.
So the injection.
There are a lot of production steps, just not painting, gluing, packaging, color mixing, and. So
only some few production steps are visible for the consumer. Most of them are hidden.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I imagine that one person paints a whole set on its own?
Oh, no, the work is divided amongst team with 6 workers in one group, and one person will responsible for one part of the figure. For example, one person will paint the trousers, another one will take care for the skin color, and the rest maybe painting the shoes or the top part.
Okay. Yeah. And how many people are painting the figures at NOCH Asia?
At NOCH Asia now we have around 200 workers, and almost half of them are responsible for the figure production.
Well, so that's quite some people sitting there with little brushes and painting. Okay. Yeah. One last question: are there any specific special requirements for the workers?
Oh, this is a good question. I think the most important requirement is definitely to have a good eyesight, and maybe you should bring a little patience.
Yes.
and gifted in crafting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's great that you came here and told us a little about the figure production, and I wish the best for you and for your young family.
Thank you too.
Goodbye, Quinn.
Bye-bye.
So, and now it's time to give back to Sebastian, who tells us about the new sound scenes.
Yeah, thank you. That was very, very interesting. Quinn told us a lot about our production site in Vietnam. We are also producing our sound scenes over there in Ho Chi Minh City, and it's always a combination of a figure set with an electronic together with a speaker with a sound that fits or matches perfectly the figure. So this year we have 3 new items in this series, and that is the track construction site, as well as a flock of sheep, where you have the typical sheep noises, whatever you call it in English. And we also have a motorbike, or 2 motorbikes together with a motorbike sound.
It's definitely
by the way, I just want to tell you about our history highlight box in our new items brochure. As you can see, these sound scenes are a series we are producing and growing now for about 3 years or something. And in our new items brochure, there's always a small, or not always, but for several products you will find a box in which we explain some historical background informations, as we can find here to our sound scene. So that's very interesting maybe to look in this historical information. Yeah, the motorbike, All That's Fun, is our annual topic this year, and I think as you are a motorbike driver or rider, I think this is one of your favorite new items, and
You think I'm going to put this sound scene in my office and then I can hear the motorbike sound all day while working.
That's a good idea.
Might be a nice idea.
That's the playground for adults, and we also have something with a playground for kids, and you will show us something more about that.
Playground for kids, that's the sign for me to step into the scene again. This is my favorite new item. It's a micro motion playground, and for everybody who knows the NOCH products a little, micro motion is our word for moving items. So those are 4 playground devices that are really moving. And I have to look on my card that I don't use the wrong English words. So we have a seesaw, we have a classic swing, a bird's nest swing, and a roundabout. I'm quite sure that everybody who watches right now knows about those playground devices and rode one or the other of those devices when he or she was a kid. I remember very, very well the roundabout because I always felt dizzy after running the roundabout. So all of those devices are being motorized with a little motor beneath, and on the what's the word again? I'm looking for the right word. You can adjust the speed of the device with a little turn on the circuit board. That's the word I've been looking for, on the circuit board. All those devices are being hand painted in our company in Vietnam, and the playground devices are ready for being installed. Let's stay with another hand-painted product. Let's talk about the themed figure sets. Themed figure sets mean that we have a combination of figures and the suiting equipment. Because often figures alone don't explain, don't tell the whole scene. Let's make an example. This year we have a themed figure set called Toy Store. So you find the mothers, you find the kids, and you find all those toys you typically find in front of a toy store, like a cat car or like even a Superman figure that makes a little advertising for the toy store. Besides, we do have a fashion shop, and in front of the fashion shop you find all the clothes on a display and on a spinner. You find the women looking for the clothes, carrying heavy bags, buying the clothes. You find the cashier's desk and many more details. In total, we have 6 themed figure sets, and I think they will be a very nice competition of almost every layout. Here in the middle of our main diorama, you find a beautiful fountain. Last year, we already showed a fountain on our diorama, and many of our customers asked us, why don't you offer this fountain? And the last year's fountain just has been made by one of our artists because he had so much fun to do it. And giving us this idea, we decided, okay, this year it's time for a real nice fountain. The base, around 10 by 10 centimeters, is being produced out of our famous hard foam, and the Valkyr figure is being 3D printed and hand painted. One more new item are the hand-painted plastic walls. Walls are needed on almost every layout. And we do have 3 types of walls: quarry stone wall, fieldstone wall, and garden wall. And every set contains 12 pieces and is around about 70 centimeters long. So that's some information about our figure new items, hand-painted new items, and I'm giving back to Sebastian, who is going to tell you about our as I think, most beautiful new item, abandoned places.
Thank you. So we are here in a new setup, so we swapped our diorama, and what we can see here is our season promotion 2022. So this year in autumn we will release 3 special exclusive models that are only available with or at our participating dealers. So what we have here is always a combination from hard foam models. Here you can see the ruin or also a fountain on this way. Here we have an agate. And these hard foam models are colored, so they are very realistic from surface as well as from color. And they are in a set together with a small 3D printed detail. This is what Rainer told you when he introduced our company's history. We are producing 3D parts in serial quality, and these 3D details we are adding to these sets. Here it is the tractor, or here it is the statue of this fountain. They are also painted in Vietnam. What Quinn told us, it's a very, very high very much work to do, but it's worth the work, because as you can see here, these details are really, really fine and really high quality. Also, together with these models and 3D printed details, it comes a tree, or in case of the fountain, there comes 2 trees, and they are also handmade from wire. Afterwards, they are painted and then flocked with these special high quality flockage. So these sets, house ruin, the fountain and the agate, comes with special trees. Here we have the birch trees, here we have the lime tree, and here we have an old oak. And these sets can be decorated into your layout on a very small space. So 15 on 15 centimeter might be enough to decorate all these scenes, and they are very, very nice to look at. Also only available at participating dealers. The addresses of these dealers that are in our season promotion 2022 are available on our new website on www.noch.com. And by the way, this website is completely new, so we had rework the whole website. Now we have a better shopping system in it. We have a special where you can add your email address to products or items that are not yet in stock, but you get an information email as soon as they are back in stock. So you can find your dealers. There is a better dealer locator installed now and stuff like this. So it's really worth a visit at www.noch.com, and we hope that you like this new website. Let's stay in nature, and Rainer, I think you also have a new item that is also placed on this diorama, and
thank you.
Ask you to
let's stay with the trees. By the way, you talked about the season's promotion. The season promotion starts in the season, which is October. So please don't look for the dealers before October, because otherwise you will not find them. So let's stay with the trees. Sebastian, you already explained those beautiful hand-twisted wire trees that we use for our little scenes, abandoned places. There's another wire tree on this little diorama. It's the fir tree in the middle, and it has a special function. It's a micro-motion fir tree. It falls when you press a button. So when you press a button, you can make the tree fall, first slowly, and after the longer the time goes, the faster it falls. And after about 8 seconds, it stands up again. So that's a little fun act for your layout. Imagine you have a forest and there are some forest workers, and you show to your friend, oh, look over there, and all of a sudden the tree falls. So that's really a funny scene you can create around around this little tree. This fir tree is also wire twisted and hand flocked, and it's a really, really high quality tree. Tree. Perhaps the one or the other of you remembers our last year's new items highlight, the tree with swing. We really have been very, very happy about the positive reactions on this new item. And for this reason, we decided to make the tree with swing as well for TT and for N-scale. So many of you asked for those N-scale and TT-scale products, and I'm very happy to announce, yes, this year those two trees will come out with a swinging girl on the swing with a micro motion motor beneath. One more new items are those young trees with props, with tree props. 6 ready-made young trees, all about 4 centimeters high, and they are installed with those wooden constructions called pops that they don't fall when there is a heavy wind going, because young trees need more stabilization. One more new item are 2 beautiful palm trees in a package 15 and 19 centimeters high. So, for example, if you like to make a beach scene, choose our palm trees to have a perfect decoration. We also do have new straw bales for HO scale. There are 36 bales in one set, and you can put them wherever in your scene where you like. Then we have our so-called Profi bushes. Those bushes are made out of a natural material, and this natural material is being flocked with our NOCH leaves and therefore looks very, very realistic. It's ideal, for example, to make low-growing vegetation as well as higher hedges. So you can easily form it with your fingers and apply it to your scenery. Last but not least, the last new item out of our green decoration area are the new flowers. I'm quite sure that you already know our grass tufts, because the grass tufts are very well selling and well liked products, and out of those grass tufts we developed the flowers. Imagine you have some 4 millimeter high fibers, and within those 4 millimeter high fibers you put some 9 millimeter fibers, and you flock only the top of those 9 millimeter fibers with colors like red, white, yellow, green. Green is not good. Blue better, because green and green, it doesn't make much sense. So then now you have the flowers. We offer 2 sets with 250 flowers each, and each set has 5 different colors. And I think it's the perfect item to decorate almost every scene on your layout. So thank you. That has been my part with the green products, and Sebastian, it's your part again, telling us about the track beds.
Yes, that's right. I brought something I found outside the scenes, and that is a small track bed. This year we introduce our new track bed system that will contain track beds for Märklin as well as Fleischmann tracks. That comes without a bed. This ballast bed here is pre-formed from a foam that is very flexible, and we add a very nice and very realistic looking ballast onto this ballast bed. So this is available in a gray color as well as in a brown color, and it's available for HO as well as for N-gauge. So our track beds are around 45 centimeters long, and in the basic package you get 10 of them in one item. We also have some plates, only the foam, and we have some ballast separately that you can buy and which you can use for turnouts or something to individually create your track beds in these situations. Well, the ballast bed will be available from May on, and I think it's a very, very cool item for really professional model railroad hobbyists. If you are a beginner and you are looking for an easy entry into the hobby, especially into model landscaping, we have this model railway layout construction starter set. The idea behind is that you can provide a package that contains all the items you need to start. So if you buy this package, you have everything that you can see on this diorama, as well as something you cannot see here. This is the Terraform base construction that is also included. You can construct the layout form, and afterwards you can use the Terra crepe paper to cover the base construction, and then you can use the included rock compound to create some rocks. You can use the included road color that we have used here. We also have some lake film that you can use for a lake or maybe even a small river to create. It also comes with 4 tunnel portals, so you can build 2 tunnels with 2 entries, of course, and go in and out of the mountain. There are also included some trees, not all these trees you can see here, but it is a small amount of trees inside. We also have the lichen you can see here. We have the bridge you can see over here, and of course some grass fibers and some details. So this one is really perfectly suitable for maybe families as well. They want to find into the hobby. You want to start the hobby together with your children or maybe your grandchildren, and it's really perfectly for the family use. Important is that children never should work and decorate on their own. There's always an adult necessary to look for them and to work together with them because of the tools, and yeah, this is very important. This set will be available in May, and it will also come with a small, no, it's not available in May, sorry, it's available in September, and it will come with a discount of 10% compared to the supply of the single items. Well, let's go on from landscaping to our small town center that you can see over here. Rainer also already introduced a lot of the items you can see here in the central square. And last year, when we thought about the fountain and we got this idea for the fountain, we also discussed that we would need some small houses, because this is something that really was missing in our product range. So we have 3 new residential houses we set up here, and this is a typical small house that could be somewhere in Western Germany. Maybe some of them are also available in the Netherlands, or even with these bricks here in Great Britain or something like this. So very small, very neat houses, almost international houses, residential houses you can have together with a garage in this case, or without the garage. We also have a new station, or better to say train stop. It's Amtzell in N gauge. We also have this already in our range in gauge HO, and the N gauge model is a new item from this year, and it will be available from April on, together with these 3 residential houses in N gauge, and these 3 houses in HO gauge will be available from September on. Then we have our laser cut highlight of 2022. Something that might even attract your wife, girlfriend or daughter. It's our Micromotion fashion show. So this is a fashion shop, as you can see, and we have this very big windows in here, and in front of the fashion show there are our models. They are turning their rounds, walking around, walking on the catwalk or whatever you call it. It's a pedestrian and the square where they move and show their fashion to the audience. So there are 8 really nice figures included. They are very, very nice colored and are perfectly suitable for this fashion show. 4 of them comes with a magnet beneath, and there is also an engine inside that moves these figures into the house and out of the house. So they really walk in and out, and people can have a look at this nice highlight in our small town village here. That model is a limited edition model, so there are only 1,000 pieces available. It will be in the shops from November on, and it's an absolutely nice looking old townhouse you can use here in a city situation or maybe in a small village. Absolutely highlight for your model layout. Also made from laser cut cardboard are our laser cut minis. As you can see here, we have some billboards as well as some, let me look for the right word, columns. It's the English word we have over here. And there is advertisement on these billboards and columns. You can use for this city situation or at a station or wherever. Also laser cut mini are these 2 nice stalls we have over here, these mobile stalls. Perfectly also for some parties or festivals or wherever. Very, very nice. We also have some garages that are placed over here. We have the kiosk and also a new bus stop that is here, and people are waiting for the bus. The bus is not yet there, but they are waiting for it. And all these items comes in HO, and some of them, as the garages, are also available in N-scale. Laser cut deco sets are completely new in the range this year. This is a set that contains 3 different laser cut minis for a special theme. So this year we start with the themes garden, in the forest and along the track. So for the garden scene there is a greenhouse as well as some accessory for the garden. In the forest there is a forest hat as well as some other laser cut minis, and along the tracks comes with some parts you can use for a crossing. These are very nice, and they bring price advantage as well as they come with a glue, so everything together for one theme in these sets. Now we have to swap maybe because the next new items, one of our main new items, are placed over here. Behind me you can see a layout. This is our Easy Track Martintown. So something to tell you about the Martintown Easy Track is it was developed by Martin Törnroth. Maybe some of you might know him. He's Marking of Sweden, our art tutorial. So he's a YouTuber that developed this layout for us. And the intention behind the development was that it is 2.50 meters on 1.50 meters, that you can build up or set up a layout on a space that is available on 3 standard IKEA tables. So he's from Sweden, maybe that was the idea behind. So this is a bigger layout, the biggest easy track layout we have so far in our range. But what is very cool about it, you can decorate very many situations in which you can play with your trains. So this is the track kit, or better to say the kit of the segments you can see behind me, of the wooden segments that are included in this set. It comes also with the pillar system that are made from plastic, and you can set up this all from an instruction manual, and you add your tracks to these wooden segments, and so it's very, very easy to set up a whole model layout within a very, very short time. You don't need to spend time on planning or something. Saying that, is the third layout in HO gauge. I want to show you this one because this one is the first layout we are introducing for N gauge this year, because we got so many feedback from you that people said, okay, these HO gauge layouts are cool and we can work with them, it's a perfect idea, but I do the N gauge, so it's not a perfect idea for me. I need some N gauge layout. So this year, one of our layout employees that is working in our landscaping department set up this N gauge layout that is really neat. What is very, very cool about the N thing is that this one is only 1 meter and 15 on 75 centimeters, and that means it is a very, very little space you can use for a whole layout here in N gauge, and you can decorate your station. You have different bridges that you can include or bring into this layout. We have high mountains over here, we have neat hills over here, we have this vineyard. So this is a very small space, but you can bring it to life by adding so many details in N gauge. It's really fantastic. On this side of the wall you can see what is included in this item. So we also have here the wooden track segments as well as the plastic pillar system, and of course the instruction manual that shows you how to build up everything, and then your tracks come into the game and you can set up your base and then maybe go on with our landscaping material. So both of these layouts, and layout as well as the HO gauge layout, will be available from October on, and we will have track plans for Märklin, Trix, Pico and Rocco in HO, and we will have some for the Fleischmann as well as the Mini Trix system for N gauge. So these were our new items we were proud to introduce to you for this year. We hope that you liked the show, that you liked our presentation, and that there are some nice items you found, and yeah, we are very happy that you joined in and wish you a nice day.
Thank you very much for taking the time. Here our German English, but we did our best to tell it to you in an understandable English, and we really, really hope that we have the opportunity to meet you again in person, for example on a model train show in Germany, or perhaps even on our open house on 27th and 28th of May this year in Wangen. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Thank you.